Mark before and a little after he came to Florida. I thought it'd be worth it if anybody wanted to know about Mark. Big Boomer. I knew him as Mark. I remember when he got the nickname Big Boomer. I was the one who gave it to him. Back in the day, we shared a home for about 15 years, off and on. And then we lived in the vicinity within shouting distance. And I can tell you there was some shouting for another 15. So it was a long time. Mark, in the beginning, he was an unwilling father figure, and he had to be because we had 7 of us, and his mother, my father wasn't around, and so my mother worked the whole time, and so Mark had to step up. At 17, is the earliest I can remember of him. I guess I was about 7. I'm 10 years younger than he is. He used to have to do things he didn't really want to. You know, he didn't really want to, but he had to. So, first story I can remember was my brother Sean. He was on a bottle until he was 5 years old, and my mother couldn't get him off. So one day, you know, my mother was complaining about it, so Mark, he stepped in. He goes, let me see that bottle. And he shucks it up. That was it, no more bottle. I never had a bottle after that. So, yeah, that was one story. I remember times when he made me eat my veggies, and I mean, he made me eat my veggies. I mean, I ate them. Everywhere, okay, so, you know, and he was trying to help out, so, you know. I remember the times at 107 East Walnut back in New York, we used to play Army. Run around, bang, bang. I'd sneak up behind him, bang, he'd turn around. No, go over there, you know. You know, he just big brother, he didn't want to get out by me, you know, so, what can you do? I didn't like it, that's the way it was. I remember my best friend Richie and I, he taught us how to hold a curveball. He taught us how to throw it, and we were amazed. And it helped us out a lot in stickball. We used to play a lot of stickball back then, and it served us well. It was really good. We were very happy about that. I remember the time he took me to my first drive-in. It was great. It was Star Wars. Oh my goodness, it blew my mind. I loved it. It was in a drive-in, my first drive-in, and you remember the times, if any of you have been to a drive-in, sometimes you'd sneak somebody in the trunk, you know. Oh, we did that more often than I want to admit to. It was crazy. But yeah. Let's see. We coached a little league or a pee-wee football team together. He was the coach, I was the assistant coach. It was great. We did come in first place. There's a little story about that where all the kids, you know, they have the little arms they can't really throw, so they'd have to pass it off, and because they didn't have the arm. But Mark said, "Oh, I got this kid," and he was a ringer, and we had him throw it. So that's how we took it to the championship, because we had the only quarterback that could throw it a good distance, a little bit, you know, but. So, you know, we took it there, and it was very exciting. We got a trophy for it. I got it still home to prove it. Long time ago. Oh my goodness, 40 years? Long time. Worked maintenance management for a long period. Different buildings. He was the superintendent for a lot of buildings back in New York, real old buildings, real tall buildings, with the gargoyles on them, you know, real old marble. It was beautiful. I got some stories. I'm going to keep it PG because, oh my goodness, there's some stories, but I'll keep it clean. Yeah, so we worked. It was good. I was Mark's Mike, if that you could relate to that. I was Mark's Mike for 15, 20 years. I mean, it was a long time. I mean, I was his right-hand man for, you know, forever. We were close. I mean, it was good times. We used to do many things. Oh, my first car. It was a 7.2 Mustang. Mag wheels, high-rise manifold. I remember it. He helped me get it, and it was fantastic. It was the best car. Let's see. Motorcycle. I remember when he got his first motorcycle, and he wanted to ride with somebody. And lo and behold, I was there. I was riding a motorcycle. He helped me get my first motorcycle. He helped me get my motorcycle license. It was fantastic. We rode all over the place back in New York. It was great. Let's see. He loved family, like everybody's saying he did, because my sister April, she came home crying one day, and she was crying like we've never seen her cry before. And Mark, we couldn't get it out of her for a while, and it was her boyfriend. Her boyfriend did something to her, and it was like really bad, really something, not hit her or anything, I don't think, maybe he did hit her, I don't know, but it was a long time ago. Mark went out there, he beat this kid from one end of the street to the other. And, you know, we were like, wow. And I'll tell you what, he treated my sister with more respect after that. And it was amazing. He took me to Atlantic City. I remember the times he took me out there, we went and, you know, poker and 21 or whatever, and it was nice, it was so fascinating. And my first time, of course, Mark always took me everywhere with him, and, you know, and it was great. A lot of first times. I remember 4th of July's. He used to take me down to Chinatown. Really like seedy Chinatown, and the back alley, and the fellow with the trunk open, and we used to buy fireworks. And I thought it was the biggest thing in the world, you know, we were doing something, you know, you know. And then we used to get the fireworks and come back home and shoot them off back to Long Island, Long Beach. It was great. Let's see, boat trip. This was a trip, we had his boss's boat, and we were going out to see the fireworks at the Statue of Liberty. So we sailed all around, and the prop fell off. Right in the middle between Jersey and New York. And here we are, floating around. You know, we had a cooler with cold cuts, and, you know, Mark wasn't a drinker or anything, so, you know, we had the sodas and the water and stuff like that. And we floated out there for 3-4 hours. We're talking CB with the people on the shore, and finally the Coast Guard comes. And to make a long story short, they were like, they thought we were like drug dealers, so they searched the boat. And, so it was, and they told us over to the Jersey side instead of the New York side, and we're like, okay, whatever. So it was a trip. I'll tell you, we had some trips. So many things, so many things. You know, but in closing, I'll wrap it up. When Mark met Karen, I thought he was the luckiest man in the world, because, I mean, he deserved it. You know, he did, and I know they went great together. And then, even though we moved kind of far apart, you know, 3-4 hours apart, it's hard to, you know, get to see each other. But I knew that, you know, he was okay. You know, so that's my spiel. Thank you very much.